I didn't almost just post a speed painting without doing an audio recording. I absolutely did not do that. But hello and welcome to another speed painting where we have 3 colors chosen and I had no idea what to draw. But I'm actually quite happy with the design of this piece. Not so much the finished product, but I liked the character that came out of this, and I hope to redraw her again, hopefully with some additional, black and whites. Some more shades. But anyway, so I went to a color generator, and you can see that I start to add in like a flesh tone, because I was like, I could say it's a 4-color challenge, one of them being skin tone. But at the end of the day, I was actually quite happy with just the 3 colors without the skin tone. Smurf? Avatar? Question marks? I'm not too sure. But anyways, yeah, so this first sketch, I was like, this is awful. This is terrible. What am I going to do? But then the second sketch comes along, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, this isn't that bad. If we go with something simple, break up the colors, it's not that bad, and I don't need that flesh tone. So yeah, I gave short hair because I didn't want the hair to be sort of clashing with the rest of the outfit and all, and I decided to sort of use red as more of an accent than a dominant color. And then I was like, strawberry? We could do strawberry. I don't have an obsession with strawberries, by the way. My favorite fruit, or like berry, are blueberries. Unless you want to get to the technical side where bananas are berries apparently, but we aren't getting into that. Anyway, so I'm like, I sort of liked this profile shot of the character, so let's design her out a bit more. I was like, long hair, possibility, and then I saw it and I was like, no, not long hair. I was like, these arms, not that bad, you know? And then, what do I do after? I cover it up with a cloak. Or a shawl. Or whatever you want to call that. So yeah, I'm like sketching out the dresses and things and like potential pose. But then I felt like this pose was a bit boring. So I was like, we're not going to do that as a pose. I shot myself in the foot with that one. Anyways, I really like her short hair though. I have a lot of OCs with short hair. Shocker. It's just short hair is like, it's good for combat, and a lot of my OCs are mostly for combat. Not this one. She reminds me of someone regal, someone loyal and princess-esque. Princess-esque? Anyways, so I'm trying to figure out what pose to put her in, right? Like, do I want to do a background this time? Been sort of doing a lot of backgrounds in recent videos, but then it wouldn't make sense because of how she's dressed unless she was at a ball, or maybe she's taking a breather outside from the ball. But then I was like, no, let's focus a bit more on the character this time, because it's a 3-color challenge, and if I did an environment, it'd get a bit confusing with these 3 colors. So I was like, maybe I'd do an up close, but then I didn't want to hide her outfit. So yeah, we ended up doing a full body, which is a surprise, you know. So I'm just thumbnailing more ideas, trying to get a better concept of her character and things like that. It was interesting, most likely because normally my characters are humans, not humanoids, and therefore they have some sort of flesh colors. Note in the future, I do want to work on darker skin tones and also just, better shading of the skin, using more blues instead of more darker flesh tones to shade. With that, I imagine that I have to add more lighting and dramatic effects and stuff, but we'll get there. I sort of want to look at other users and try to mimic their styles, or like do a study of their styles. So I sort of want to like shout out some channels and people that I'm like, I sort of want to learn skin shading from you this week, that type of dealio. Anyways, so yeah, I found this pose and I was like, we should probably, stretch her out to the correct size and stuff, proportion wise. Look at her little boots. Anyways, so I was like, do a head tilt because it'd be more interesting, and like, I'm trying a lot of things with this pose, and a lot of it bites me in the butt because her hand doing that, why? Why would her hand be doing that? I don't know. So I try to fix her hand, I try to fix her dress, I try to make sense of the other hand, and I try a whole bunch of things. The other day, who told me? Someone's like, you draw hands better than a lot of other people. And I'm like, I'm flattered. But also, if you haven't noticed, I draw the hands in like the same 3 poses all of the time. But yeah, should it be something that I practice? Absolutely. I should be doing more studies, but then I feel like it's not interesting to do more studies. Actually, recently, so I went to apply for a school for graphic design, and they have like these assignments that they give you for you to do and add to your portfolio to do, along with like the final design. So they're doing logo designs right now, and I've been really stuck into that and trying to get that done. So yeah, that's like one of the things that I'm occupied with at the moment. But anyways, so yeah, that's actually going to be interesting. Hopefully I get in. I'm nervous because graphic design is a bit more than just, character designs and stuff. There's a lot more typography, design components for businesses, working with businesses, and all these stuff. So yeah, I wanted to show you guys do a short video series on that, so then I can also submit the videos for the portfolio. But then I don't have an appropriate camera because they want us to do hard copies on an actual sketchbook, thumbnailing wise. But yeah, I could still do something video wise though. Digitally, I want to sort of fix and clean up 2 designs that I have and work with colors. So that's something that I wish to do digitally, and maybe I'll record it and then you guys can see me do the finishing products and I can ramble about the design stuff. Another thing I sort of want to do is sort of just short speed paints that's maybe 5 minutes, 2 minutes without me doing a voiceover, And recently I actually can't do speed paintings of this week because my stylus isn't working properly. So I had to order one and it's not coming in until 10 days later. So I'm going crazy because I can't do any digital arts and stuff. But yeah, so you'll notice that I'm color picking the darker blues too. The darker blues is supposed to be shading for the lighter blues. But then I was like, how am I going to shade the darker blue? Because I technically don't have a darker color than the darker blue. So I end up just lightening it up with the lighter blue instead, and sort of separating spots and areas from the 2 with each other. So that was interesting. I thought about using red as a shading or something. I think initially I was supposed to use it as a rim lighting type thing, but I completely forget about this point. So I thought about using it as a shading, but then it didn't look right. Anyways, I noticed her neck was a bit too long, so I tried to shorten that. It might have been also the pose and how the shawl would have cut off her body, but But yeah, so I thought about doing some just short speed paintings that's 5 minutes long or whatever. And just, you guys get a break from my voice, I get a break from talking, and then there's still content getting out. Maybe I could do content more frequently. Who knows? I don't. But yeah, those were interesting things. You see, so the company that, in this fictional, it's a wind farm. Literally, that's the name of the company. It's Wind Farm Incorporation. And in the fictional thing, it's in Nova Scotia. But if it was in Ontario, it would have been perfect, because I would have done a trillium as a wind turbine type thing, but it's not. And I was completely why is it in Nova Scotia? That's completely. And then I realized this is sort of a Nova Scotia college part way through. But yeah, so I have some ideas that I want to do up digitally and sort of play with the color scheme. I'm thinking of a blue, white, and green color scheme because wind farms eco-friendly, you know, and also blue for the wind. I was thinking about doing like 2 shades of green and then white, but then there's lacking of a wind component in that. Unless I want to do like green wind for energy efficiency. But anyways, yeah. So the reason why I said like I hope to do this character, just redo it with normal color schemes and stuff, because those eyes are freaky and I am not in love with them. But yeah, we're doing a bit of a background, simple things, and then here's the final piece. It's not bad. It's not the worst. I really want to redraw this character, so I'll be doing that in my spare time. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys stay safe, stay hydrated, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!